Okay. All right. You guys hear my squeaky chair? Only if I do this. Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. The 19th. Oh my goodness, we're back. We're back with Final Fantasy, and let me tell you guys. Um, I've been absolutely grinding away at Black Mage. And it is awesome. Okay, I kind of like it better. I like it better than Dragoon. Also, I don't think I've updated this. I think I need to update this. I like it better than Dragoon so far. But some people have been saying that the rotation gets a little bit hectic and crazy. But that's okay. That's alright. I think we can handle it. I think we can do it. To recap from what happened last time. What happened last time? We saved some people, right? Isn't that what happened? We saved our boys. That's right. Okay, we reunited Biggs, Wedge, and Sid, all three of them together. We had a sweet moment in Kurthus. That's what happened. Basically, the Garleans had pursued them, and then they were going to try and grab him and take him to Garlemald and, ship him off. And they wouldn't be able to be friends anymore. And sad. So now, our goal is to gain access to the Castrum. That's our goal. Gain access to the Castrum, rescue Papalimo, Menfilia, and others. Oh, Urianger. That's the plan today. So I think we're going to continue to do that, and we'll continue to play as Dragoon because he's highest level. But I think 3 levels, and we can switch to Red Mage. I'm not even sure if we can start the quest yet. But I think we can do it. I think we can start it soon. That being said, I think I might play Black Mage just for the foreseeable future here as like a main. Because so far it's pretty fun. Honestly, I've watched, okay, I've done a lot of research. And I've practiced a lot of, because with melee jobs, you don't have to deal with cast timers. You don't have to deal with a lot of, what's it called? Spell sliding, or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? Spell sliding? Anyway, when you're at the end of a cast, you move your character. There's not a lot of that going with melee, and I do kind of enjoy that. So I was practicing that a lot yesterday and the day before that off stream, just to see how it felt. Felt super fun. I can't see anything. Gives a reshade. But yes, super great, very fun. I also uploaded my first VOD to YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, hello and welcome. I know VODs don't do super well on YouTube. I was watching some of another streamer's VODs, another Final Fantasy streamer, and they're usually pretty. They're like huge streamers. They're a huge streamer, and they had like nothing. They had like 60 views or something on it. So I know VODs don't do super great because people typically will just watch them on Twitch. But I think it'll be a great little repository for all of my experiences. But so far so good. There's been a lot of talk. I've also been watching a lot of Final Fantasy content, trying to stay up. Right, you got to do research. You got to do some research. Got to consume some content here and there, and from what I'm hearing from some people in the community, is that once you get to endgame, especially with Endwalker being the final patch or whatever, the final expansion, the final expansion being Endwalker, it's getting a little bit stale for some people. I'm still relatively new. Only played this game for like a month, so that's very new. It hasn't felt stale yet to me. And I know they're talking from like a time frame of like 10 years of playing this game. So I can see how things could get stale and they'd want to play other games that. But it would be interesting. I hear a lot of like what they're saying, and I have like literally zero context for a lot of what they're saying. you know, they want specific zones and specific activities that are interesting, and you know, we've never even gotten to the point where we can get a special weapon, or whatever it's called, whatever the special weapons are called. Um, Regardless, I think we're going to judge for ourselves. I think by the time that we get to Endwalker, it's going to be like end of this year, early next year, probably. Probably. So uh, I think we're going to start to judge for ourselves. I don't know how much of each expansion's content I'm going to do, because there's a lot of raids you can do, a lot of trials, um, and I think it'd be interesting to do some of that content. I just don't know who I'd do it with. Um, I'd like to do it synced, so I get the actual experience and I get to like actually kind of progress in that way. Um, I think once we get to the end of A Realm Reborn, though, we'll make a better decision surrounding that. Uh, because I know at the end there's going to be some raid content. I'm assuming. Uh, yeah. So, all that being said, I don't really know what the future has in store for this game. Uh, I know I'm not necessarily. I am expecting more engagement as Xbox releases. I'm expecting more people to come into the game, which will be super cool, and you know, more people to learn the game with, which will be very very fun. I think my focus now is just to consume the story, just to engage with the characters, um, and find a class that I like. So far, Black Mage, super, super fun. I think it's going to get even better as we go on. I love the fact that you have this little dial and you're switching between ice and fire, and one replenishes all of your mana and the other just kind of spends it. So you have like your refill phase and then you have your expenditure phase. I love that. And when I looked up some of the guides, it looks like it's just that on steroids. Like you have all your rotations just like super it's a little bit strict because of your movement, your lack of movement. But I think that's an interesting thing to play around, you know. So I think we're going to continue on that. You might even see some of the next couple playthroughs being played as Black Mage. So those are my goals. Again, my goals are just to consume the content, engage with people, and really just hang out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be continuing our MSQ journey. Talking to Sid right here. More content's going to be posted on YouTube as I can. Honestly, like I can't post as much as I'd like to. I've been trying to post on Twitter as much as I could, and yeah. But we're going to do as much as we can, and I'll be as consistent as I possibly can. That being said, I'm going to update my schedule for this week. I cannot stream Friday or Saturday because I'll be out of town. So, no Saturday stream, no Friday stream, but we'll be streaming today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So that should be fabulous, and we'll get through as much as we possibly can. I think I can go. I'm biting myself in the butt for saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna go 3 hours today, that kind of stuff. But I think we can go for like 2 hours. We'll start with that and see how we go. My streaming stamina is not super high, so you know, you just get off work and oh my gosh, you know, all you want to do is just veg out. But this still is really really fun for me. So if you enjoy it, give me a follow. Give me a follow on Twitch. Come check out the stream in the afternoons. Yeah, we'll be here. We will be here. So, all right, Sid, what do you have to say? Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now, we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. So I've also been doing some. Oh, start here. Where do I go? Blackbrush. Start Blackbrush. I have some other projects going on. Let's do this. Some other projects. As many of you know, I am primarily a kind of freelance artist, and this is more just like wind down fun time for me. But I have like a story that I'm working on that I'm going to submit to a couple publishers. Hopefully towards the end of this year, I need to complete a couple of pages on it. But I was reading about how to, the best writing styles for kind of brevity, and I'm noticing some of A Realm Reborn's writing is like a little bit off kilter in certain points, right? Like, right, for an example, Sid just said there, he was like, oh, there's going to be people there that we can talk to. They'll have information for us that'll benefit us in our journey. Whereas he could have just said, there's some people there that could help us. There's some people there that could assist us. So it's like they're foregoing some of the briefness of a lot of their comments for some reason. And I don't know if that's just like a translation thing or if it's just a Realm Reborn writing thing, and like they have thousands and thousands and thousands of lines of dialogue that they have to sift through and change. But that's just something that I've noticed, is there's some things that could be brief or should be brief, but they're just like expounded upon, and they just keep having paragraphs and paragraphs of dialogue, when we really could have just said, hey, go here, and these people are going to help us on our quest. Which I don't necessarily mind, but it's just something that I've noticed. And it's probably because, a lot of the advice that I've been getting is for, script-specific advice. Like, when you write a script, you want it to be brief, but you want it to be descriptive. So it's like, be very careful about the words that you choose. I think Spacetime was telling me that, A Realm Reborn it picks up towards the end, and it definitely, like, the story plot has picked up. But he also told me that other aspects of or other story aspects of the later expansions become more fluid. You can read things a little bit easier. Things become a little bit more pointed, we'll say. Pointed. Let's not forget to attune to this either, right? Shall we? So anyway, those are just my thoughts on that. Not to say that I'm not enjoying the story at all, which I absolutely am. Absolutely enjoying the story. I'm super, super excited to get to the later content, but I don't want to have that cloud everything that we're doing right now either, right? I don't want to have my desire to get Heaven's Word be something that overshadows my experience in A Realm Reborn. So we're going to continue to try and focus on current story. Also, this place is dead. I will never stop talking about how much I love the designs of their little aircrafts. It's so great. It's lovely. The like tubular design, so good. Oh, you guys are 49. I'm only level 47. We do have some equipment that we can put on. Mainly our Draken armor. Mainly the Dragon armor, which didn't come with a chest piece for some reason. I guess that happens later. I guess that happens in 3 levels. So, oh. Okay, Mordona. All right. Also, I love this font that they have on all the maps. Absolutely love that. Do I just run through the little base here? I guess that's what we're doing. Oh, thanks for letting me in. It's like fortified. They're just letting me go through. Thank you. Open, please. Yes, thank you. Appreciate you. Kisses. I had earlier talked about how I think some of the tech felt out of place. I think I'm going to go back on that and say it does feel more in place. And I think it was just because I haven't played a whole lot of Final Fantasy, and it's such a integral part of Final Fantasy, which makes sense now. And I watched a couple of cutscenes from other Final Fantasies and some of the remasters and that kind of thing, and it definitely makes sense now. Understand? I get it. I think it was just my comments were coming from a place of lack of knowledge of the IP itself. So, that being said, I think it fits. Like, the castrum looks good. Is that the castrum? I have a note thing. Oh yeah, castrum sentry. Yep. So the castrum looks great. Also, this zone already looks fabulous. Except for these, what is it? A Nyx. Except for these Nyx. Trying to grab me. With their tongues. Trying to grab me with their tongues. Yikes. Oh yeah. I love a good little, like, crystal forest or crystal zone. It's so high fantasy, which is great. Love that. And that's all Final Fantasy is. Just a lot of high fantasy, a lot of crystals. Like Heidelin, like we were talking about yesterday. That big shot of the big mother crystal, and you're floating away, and it gives you this really cool sense of scale. Ah! I'm all about it. Absolutely all about it. Slavborn, what do you have to say for yourself? I'm here for you. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did you hear rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. Actually, I just walked directly through there, and they opened the doors for me, and hardly any of them showed any signs of resistance. I think it should be pretty easy. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter round the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. See, I just did, actually. I just walked through there. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. The front door? Huh? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. Classic. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. We'll use racism as our ally. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glamunt. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry. I've no doubt that he wanted to be of aid. Yida and I shall go to raconter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Snow. Let's do this. Ah, Y'shtola. Oh, Sid. Oh, boy. Look at him strut away. I'm nothing if not enthused. Y'shtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papolino. Oh, yeah, he's captured. Okay, so we gotta get some uniforms. Oh, wait, before we do any of that. Also, look how off-putting my character looks. Ugh. Just because I don't have a whole set, okay? The set itself is awesome. I just noticed this guy. Ooh. Lenore. Look at you go. Look at this armor. See, like... I want it. I want it! How do I get it? I think I have to be level 90 or something like that. Although... I thought it was Galam instead of the actual armor. Glamut? Hello there, friend. Looking for Glamut, aren't you? Well, you found him. Whoever you are. You're looking to get inside the Castrum Sentry. And you need my help? Something tells me we're going to get along just fine. Glamut would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured scions. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry. What want for rescue? That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye. You can count on my help. I hope we can count on Sark Malark's help as well. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Whoresuns. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. That was confusing. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can we find that out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the morbles, and navigate your way to the southwest corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friend's there, we'll move to the next stage. Now, get going and Godspeed. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Here we go. Go down here, okay. We're going back. Alright, Chocobo boy. It's odd that they made us go through that section to get here. I don't... Is there another place to go? Oh. No, it's just this. It's odd that they made us, like, run there. Like, run through there. It made more sense for us to run through here. If there was, if there's no Imperials over there. That is. Don't mind the morbles. Those are the little tentacle monsters, I'm assuming. We saw coming up. Oh. I don't mind that they reused the assets for the Nyx, because they used those. They used those as well. They reused a bunch of those, and I feel like I've seen this creature like 7 different times with like a bunch of different names. No, please don't attack me. I'm sorry. I know I'm getting in your business. Oh, there it is. Our drainage pipe. Finally have our AoE, and they're just awesome creatures by this. Should probably do a little buffing, shouldn't I? It's hard because I just came from playing a bunch of Black Mage, and now here I am. Lies. Messing with Discord. My apologies. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. Minfilia ain't no snitch. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman. They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. So she is here. The footfalls grow fainter until it is silent. She's here. Take me back to Revenant Stool. I'd love to read this font. Like, I can see how this would be, like, more. And then, is it an H? Can I see? Oh, yeah, okay, so D-H-O-N-A. So, like, this is flipped backwards. This is an H. This is an O. This is an upside-down N. That's like a backwards A/E. Doesn't seem too bad. Hey, Alphino. It is good to see you again, Snow. I'm given to understand you conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed. We may proceed with the mission. While you're afield, Cid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him. Good work, Snow. As Alphino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glumbo is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor in the meantime. I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Benfilia and the others are counting on us, Snow. Let us not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. I'm going to keep them waiting because I'm going to run and grab some water. Back. Got my water. Water check, everybody. Water check. Oh! Oh my gosh. Water is so good. Woo! Okay, Sid. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue operation. While Glamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Should I do this one first before we accept that? I think we'll do this one first. Or, why not? Just accept them both. What if they're in the same position? Imperial salute. He wants me to practice. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want to do by way of preparation. The plans to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds. But a disguise is more than just clothes. You also got to act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best if you learned from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry, and watch the Imperials doing what they do. I guess that makes things a little bit easier. Where do I need to go? Oh, so come over here, and then over there. Is that right? We just pull my map and I'll show both. Okay. Lovely. Let's go to our prime location 1. I guess I should really weave that, and I shouldn't do 2 off GCDs right after each other. But would it really matter? I guess you would lose some DPS for sure. Nix. Hey there, Nix. I'm gonna kill yous. No plasmoid. Our 2 more, and then we'll go to the castrum. Oh, I see. This one has like a purple. This one has a purple cloud, so that means there's gonna be a plus point. Right? Yep. Look at that. Oh, I messed it up. I screwed it up. There you go. Get it all for the buff. Before my buff goes away. So I was watching a little bit more progging content today, and it still looks super fun. Confusing as hell because I was watching. I forget what it's called. There's an ultimate Omega Protocol was what it was called. Everybody's like, oh, it does Omega Protocol. But essentially, there's like you have stacks that you have to deal with, you have debuffs that you have to deal with, there's so much stuff going on, and then all on top of that you're going through your rotation. Oh my gosh, looks so incredibly chaotic, but they were doing great. They did such a good job communicating, working through issues, working through problems, which really is what MMOs are all about. That community, that you come together and solve problems, solve issues, complete challenging tasks. And if there's no community, then there's really no point. Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, you could solve issues yourself and solve problems and overcome adversity. But I feel like it's so much more rewarding when you have a group of people doing it all together. Ooh. So snazzy. I'm gonna set a quick fix real quick. Nothing to report, sir. Yeah. Oh, he's doing it back. I like their gloves. Can I get those gloves? We've received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. Hey, Dory, how's it going? I shall recommend that patrols be increased. How's your Tuesday going, Dory? Good to see you. Well, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. We're just working our way through the main story quest right now. We're getting close. But it's taken us a couple weeks. Oh, shoot. Oops. No Discord overlay for you. My day's going pretty good. It is going pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. It's like changing into fall, which is fabulous. And I'm playing Final Fantasy. So I'm feeling good. I am feeling a little bit dubious about my class choice, though. I like Dragoon so far. But I just tried out Black Mage recently, and it's been super fun. So I might switch it up for the rest of my MSQ playthrough and play Black Mage, but we'll see. We shall see. Dressing up as soldiers and sneaking in the front door, eh? Well, if you got the guts to go through with it, then so do it. Oh, I do. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purposes, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. I think so. So did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? Oh, I did. No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to flying into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Best you... Gosh. You've learned the Imperial Salute. Nice. Glamout's so funny. I love how he's just, like, chilling up on this... Oh, yes! Sark Malark. I love Palala names. Palala names are so good. Sark Malark wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You're called Snow TLD, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Glamout. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is, how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms? There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recent deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain these sets of gear. One of such member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Okay, so we gotta go take out some Imperials. Dun. Oh boy. Oh, we're level 48. 2 more levels, guys. 2 more. And then we're chilling. Next, can you just... Oh my gosh. Please no. Please just leave me alone. I liked this place in the daytime, but I wonder what it's going to look like in the nighttime. Is he going to follow me? He's going to follow me, isn't he? I'm going to see if he's going to de-aggro. Nope, he's not. Okay, friend. I'm sorry. But you made a good... Get our buff back up. Keep forgetting to tag target. Are you? Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh, and it just wasted my heal. idiot. Is that all? Okay, I think that's all. Now we must present them. Huh. Huh. Time was I took it off. Time was I took on every job offered me, running messages, pulling pesky fauna like a good little adventurer. Leva, I didn't actually need to talk to you. I just wanted to talk to Sark Malark. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, I was. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith, Eganolf, at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors, should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and I've been assured that he's expecting you. Worry not. We've already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy. As to the nature of your mission... Okay. Okay, alright. Sounds good. So you're the venturing Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. Oh, I got some uniforms. They're suspiciously like dead Garlean uniforms. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Take good care of old Iganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena. He did. Did he know his sons? He's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate. Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. But I suppose he always felt the venturer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on. Here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your house birds for a moment or two, and the great Iganolf will have your gear looking good as new. I like his little granny glasses. Those are fun. Got some nice books on the mantle. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. To send Sark Malark my regards, will you? He knows. He knows our intentions. I do love that they put these little books up here. So much fun little details. I just can't imagine, like, every one of these little pieces has to be modeled. Every one of these beds, all the folds have to be modeled. It's just nuts. Like, this has to be placed there. Textures. Woo! And it is a lot. It's a lot. For sure. Sark Malark, I'm coming back to you. Oh, Mordona is great. I love these, like, tall towers. Wish you could go up there. I guess you can if you get a flying mount. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yep. Oh yeah. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Iganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you feared that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territories, it assimilates the people of the land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer on who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Okay, another text. Glamoon has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Ooh, and we get a level 45 weapon. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near as riveting to the toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit with a false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. It ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, I would be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, filled fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard. Make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's patrols sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? And don't forget to salute. Can I pull this up from my character? No. Is it under general? Extras? I'm gonna find this. It's like emotes, right? Social. Emotes. There it is. Okay. Imperial Salute. I'm gonna pull that up because I don't want to have to type in /Imperial Salute. That sounds absolutely awful. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, it's a tiny baby marble. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. It's a tiny, tiny baby. The patrol's right next to these mud puppies, which is really annoying. Ugh! Alright. I'll kill you. I'll kill you, fine. You've been asking for it. Okay, I'll kill you too. Come here. We'll just take it. We'll take it, who cares? Oh, shoot! We need to put on our... Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Ugh. Is that all I need to put on? I guess so. Hey friends, hi! From another patrol, are you? When next you see your commanding officer, tell him that he leads a sloppy unit. If any of my lot forgot to salute a superior officer, they would be in their arse faster than you can say latrine duty. Okay. They would be on their arse. So our emotes. I'm gonna Imperial salute him. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say. Judging by your description, they're well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Alright. I will use my smoke signal. Oh, sorry. I'm walking up like this. Get out of here, mud puppy. I'm sick of you. Leave me alone. Stop. You stop. Okay, that is an annoying part of the zone. Can I? Oh my gosh. Still technically in combat with him. World-class troller. I bet you are. How did we get up there? We ran over here. Ran over on this side. Ooh, everything's starting to become a little bit more glowy. I don't know if it's the reshade or if it's like... Oh, so nice. Ah! I'm gonna light this smoke signal for you. Ooh, it said level 50 on that, but I know those are like 3 or 4 levels higher than what the actual recommendation is. Ooh, my mouse. Hope you don't mind me joining. Seeing as you were seizing advanced weaponry, thought it'd best be on hand. There she is. Nice. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Send him in. Oh, I should have, we're gonna do this. Just gonna AoE him down. And AoE you all down as well. Oh, it was so embarrassing when, oh my gosh, I had to redo a duty. How embarrassing is it? Was like a level 20 duty too. Oh my gosh. I don't even, I was just too embarrassed. So thank goodness. This was going well. I have a feeling that's gonna happen in the future though, if I like don't understand the specific something or whatever, like I'm gonna, there might be some of that going on. Hello friends. Time to die. The little Magitech walkers. So. Okay, so tell us all about it. No, I'm good. Yeah, it was embarrassing. I'm bringing it up. It's my fault. How's it going, Space Time? You're right, I totally could have just left it. I could have. No, that actually never happened. I never had to move a duty down to easy. I don't know what you're talking about. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Okay, it'll probably fail a couple. Well, that's good to hear. Space Time, I started playing a little bit of Black Mage, which was super fun. It's a little bit slow, I'll say, to start off with, but I watched a bunch of guides and stuff on it. And so I think once we get to 50, either incorrect mechanic execution or you're under geared. Yeah, either one. I have a feeling with like casters or with ranged, you know, it could happen. Oh, sorry, Wedge. I wasn't even paying attention to what you were saying. They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. Suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You get that, Wedge? Oh, Cart Chocobo. Biggs and Wedge are some of my favorite characters so far. The hail has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Tome. Yeah, I think you just because we drag in. Yeah. Well, off tank, technically, right? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yes, he picked him up and threw him. Oh my gosh. I love that. Oh, it's like limping. Oh, so good. Whew, all right. Let's go back up. Lala yes, dude. For sure. Alright, Slaffborn, the Magitech armor? Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Yes, love to see Sid work. He said, we've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to former glory in no time. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got as far as our weapon goes here. Was it another... Oh. Not even good as my Cobalt Trident. Toss this armor back on. Okay, so I went through a couple quests, and I didn't get the chest armor. Just gave me the boots, the gloves, the leggings, and the helmet. So I'm missing a few pieces. Sid needs my help. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core, which drives it, is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to ready replacement here in Lordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he might have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him. He'll explain the details to you. Love slash hate that they give you everything but the chest for the 45 job quest. Okay, so do they give extra? I guess they'll give this when I do my level 50. Yeah, I get it. I kind of understand why they did it, but I'd love to have like my chest piece. Come on now. It makes sense specific for the Dragoon too, because you have to like temper your abilities and you know, find the dragon within or whatever. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk rousing Imperial's suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution to substitute the Magitech core with the Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton by my reckoning. Such a device would be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. Well, We'll just need to make some repairs and some minor modifications to the housing unit. Gotcha. It'll come at level 50. Perfect. We're getting close, too. So dang close. Level 50. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith's Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to uhhh and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No, well, they typically cost something in the order of... hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. They're the best. They're the best so far. Wedge and Biggs. Their little goggles are funny too. Thanalan. Alright. Back to uhhh. I have this unlocked. I don't... Oh. Man, whoops. I don't know how many Aethernet shards I have unlocked in uhhh. But I'll have to ensure that I have them all. Oh. Serendipity. What does that mean? The occurrence and development of events by chance in happy or beneficial way. Huh. I feel like that has something to do with crafting. Hello there, come to collect the mammoth heart, you say? Yeah. Then you must be here on behalf of Garlon Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would... manservant? What? Alphino said that? Manservant? Mm-mm. Will be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphinote has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith's Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Thank you. Oh, wait. There was one thing I wanted to look at. This little crown here. It's like gleaming. Sparkling. Okay, back to Mordona. Manservant. I can't even believe it. Yeah, I want to go in Slathborn. You know the drill. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Let's see. Hurrah! Thank you so much. Hey, you're welcome. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There. She's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. He's just beating it with his hammer. Oh, it works. Amazing. She's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces now. Would you care to do the honors? Sure, I mean, heck yeah. I'll do it. I'll take her out for a ride. Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangles of crystal yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and for some reason, if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Oh. Okay. Pilot the Magitech armor to the crystal mound. Assuming I'm going to have to avoid these sticks here. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north as quick as you can. Okay. Sprint north. That's a weird way of putting it. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Snow. Can do. I'm just going to avoid all these big froggy boys. As I do. I just realized their hind legs are, like, pointed and angled in a weird way. It's odd. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Oops. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like a part of the team. In which case, we should do our best to make her feel welcome. Okay. So I just learned that the directional sound from the game comes through Twitch. Whoa! So like the directional audio. I wasn't paying attention and got very spooked at the attack on the left. That's so funny. I didn't know that. I wonder if I can turn that off. That might be probably something with OBS that I could tweak. That's hilarious. That's where you can do like this. Door knocking. Wait, let me see if I can find something. Oh yeah. Like that? No, it's good. Don't turn it off. Okay, perfect. I was watching some. I watched some stream a couple months ago, and somebody had like the door knocking as like an emote. Yeah, it's the worst, dude. Slash welcome. Hey, welcome. Who's knocking on my window? There's like an actual person there. We did it! Biggs, what do you have for me? Every little thing she does is Magitech. Oh. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense in my room either. I'm on the second floor, so like it wouldn't like the door knocking wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, yep, same here, dude. Same. Draft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a courtesy? A courtesy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during the battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She's just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by Trader Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the Sullen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. Sorry, you can't respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Get some more automata coming up. Bloody hell, Snow. Protect the armor at all costs. Alright. Start up. Excuse me. Oh no, I literally guided the AoE. Aggro you. I need to keep facing him away. Oh, I see. He just does it on his own. Get wrecked. Does it feel like it's a part of the team now? We defended you from people that wanted to hurt you. Chief, look! She moved! Now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. And also tag it. There, the finishing touch. Yes. Oh, it's like, it's happy. That's so funny. We did it, Sid. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? She's a good... Yeah, she's like a dog. Speaking of dogs, my dog literally just woke up. Billy, you want to say hi? No? Okay. It's a little shy. Come here. Come over here. Oh, yes. Yeah. There you go. Get a dog camp. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a man at heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to process it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. Let's go. Are we going to just storm the caster? Let's go. I didn't need to do that. Tap E. Sit awaits confrontation of your readiness to undertake the rescue mission. Let's do it. How go your preparations now? We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Glamut, you came. Aye, thought I'd give y'all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women we're about to make my lifelong wishes come true. Am I getting close? Woo! I'm excited. Ooh! I was just talking about this at the beginning of the stream, how like I don't want to just like push through to get to Heaven's Word. I wanted to like fully experience this one, but it's hard because I want to get to some of the other content, as well as leveling up the character and getting more skills, etc. I could look it up. I've purposefully not gone to the wiki to look at the like list of quests. Yeah, I definitely want to see Heaven's Word soon. There's quests in between each patch, right? There's like post-patch stuff or post main patch. You have a ton of patches to go through, but you're almost done with 2.0. Nice, excellent. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was sweet, caring, with a smile never far from her face. There was her sister, too, pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could. But I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my eyes. Oh my gosh. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. Oh my gosh. 'Twas years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills, earn the coin I needed, but nigh on 2 decades since gone by. What have I achieved? A bugger all, that's what. Not like you. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more and managed in 10 bloody years. With most of the expansion, the story wraps up in the X3 patch. Okay, I get you. And the next expansion story starts ramping up in the 0.4 patch. Okay. And these are all just like tucked in between. That makes sense. Since we're like getting to the 0.5 patch for 6 coming out in October or whatever they said. Whatever. That makes sense. You give us too much credit, Glamut. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folks take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But Sumat tells me I won't be going hungry for a while. what with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm feared I must decline. I swear I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye. There's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. I say most because Endwalker is the end of the story starting in ARR, so it's a bit different. Gotcha. Oh, that is a lot of expansions to, like, pull a plot through. Whew! That is a lot! It's exciting, though. I feel like that's why everybody gets invested. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait, east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Anthology. That's a good way to put it. Okay, I need to disguise myself and run up on the castrum. We're gonna keep the this little patrolling Lalafell. If you want this Aetherite, you have to get Baggy first. Too cute. I almost forgot to put on my stuff the first time I ran down here. Oof. A little hay to the FC. Sid, you happen to just be chilling with this mud puppy, and it's just hanging out there. Oh, I gotta stun him. Okay. Woo. I don't have a stun anymore. Okay. No, anthologies aren't necessarily interconnected stories. It's a series of novels. Whatever the collective term for that is. I think that's right. I think you're right. Anthology. A published collection of other pieces of writing. And typically poems. So, yeah, the anthology is like, it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be connected together. Should probably start this before he aggroes me. I feel like I spend so much time looking up like definitions to words in this game. Oh my gosh, which is great. I think I'm learning more. But let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. It can be the same universe and can come together, but usually not. Gotcha. So then what would it be? Series. don't know what the word is. Your archaic English vocab will expand your... Yeah, totally. 100%. It already is. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Oh, I like this little scene. That was cool. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Just talk to Urianger for 5 minutes. Like at the very beginning of this quest, they were talking about Urianger. They're like, this guy... Oh, dude, he threw him again. He threw him again. They're like, the tall elf. He's just talking gibberish like all the Garleans. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Yida and Y'shtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you, something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless. If memory serves, wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Snow. May the 12 keep you. We also learned a little bit more about like the conscription process and how the Empire keeps its power, which was cool. Oh!
You have spirit. That I will allow.
Just made the same
Yet
noise.
you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help.
I get this eye patch. You lose your eye.
You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
She's getting slapped. Oh, and kicked.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Okay, Minfilia. Okay. Castrum Meridianum. Okay, so they're moving them, which means we gotta act right now. Oh, I have to Imperial salute them. Emotes. What? Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you were there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do you speak of? I mean, you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when you next pass that way. He's just speaking to this strange, unknown Imperial man with, like, spiky armor. Part of the maintenance crew for the Occidents, are you? I don't know what they teach you over there, but being an engineer does not exempt you from saluting your superiors. Sorry, bro. There you go. That's a fine salute. Part of the Major Screw from the Oscidents, are you? Welcome to Castrom's Sentry, Engineer. What prisoners? You've heard the rumors, then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. I am unenthused. Shouldn't I be at my post? I suppose so, but such things don't seem to matter anymore. I've fallen for one of the prisoners. She's all I can think about. Am I a deviant for wanting her to salute me? That's so good. Am I a deviant? Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only ask because I dropped something in there and, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, all right? I dare say you know the one I mean. Svelte blonde. Goodness, no. It's the Lullafelin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? It's Tataru. Yeah, no kink shaming. No kink shaming at all, my friend, Imperial Guard. It's not deviant. I'm sorry. Sorry you feel that way. Thanks for confiding in me. It's the lull lass. Not the svelte blonde. I'm dead. Why are you not at your post? If you have business, salute me before opening your mouth. I hate that I have to click on him in order to select him, and then I guess I could tab him, right? Oop, sorry, not that salute. My bad. My bad. That's a bad... What mummery is this? You learned a fortnight back in the cell. That was my bad. That's my bad. My bad. That was the wrong salute. No. I'm failing. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? That's so funny that they coded that. I don't know why I did that. At the Tribunus' behest, you say, this is highly irregular. But it wouldn't do to make my lady wroth. To take my identification, see that it's returned when your errand is concluded. So freaking funny. I didn't mean to salute that way. I'm gonna clip that real quick. Oh my gosh. That was the wrong salute. Alright. Oop, sorry, not that salute. My bad. My bad. Just salute me before opening your mouth. I hate that I have to click on him in order to select him, and then I guess I could tab him, right? Oop, sorry, not that salute. My bad. My bad. That's a bad... What mummery is this? Just salute me before opening your mouth. I hate that I have to click on him in order to select. I'm gonna mute that so it doesn't keep playing in my ear. Or your ear. Yeah, I used my Grand Company salute. I used the Maelstrom salute. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past the bulkhead. It's just like, oh yeah, Maelstrom. Oh, I'm sorry. It kind of looks similar too. Yeah, good job. Proud of you. Thank you. I'm proud of Biggs. And I'm proud of Wedge. That's who I'm proud of. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. Woo! Let's get the steel door. Oh, I'm examining it. Yes, yes, yes. They're good eggs, yeah, dude. They're great. And they're just good friends. And that's good enough to be a great character. They're just good friends. They're buddies. Minfilia. No! Minfilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear, I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Ooh. Okay. He just shrugs. Poor Tartaro. Oh! Tartaro, we must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is 3rd Squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? Uh-oh. We found out. The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. What that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruder. He salutes. He taunts him. Whoa! He found it. Yeah. I found it. I did it. Oh, I'm tethered. I got a little chain on me. What am I supposed to do? Unbind happily. Oh. Well, whoops. I gotta kill these guys first. Everyone's so down bad for Dark Hero. She's just so friendly. Everybody else, I feel like, is so wound tight. Did I just lose? Oh no. Snow, I was so scared. You got an admirer. Yeah, sure, she's so friendly. I'm reading that in the tone that I'm... You're innocent lady. Yep. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. Shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Oh. I didn't see him. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. Oh, Urianger. What a guy. Ere the liberty to our window. What did you just say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Uyshtola. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Oh! She's definitely one of my homegirls, as this sarcastic as I'm being. Heck yeah. Tataru. Homegirl Tataru. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Ida, they're fabulous. They're supposed to be fabulous. That's their whole goal in life, is to be fabulous. Accursed scions, how do you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls. which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Y'shtola is just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in, and it's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. You know. So you scuttled in amidst the freight. Like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with your rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Sassajunius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Get him. Let's go, let's get her. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer, but take you to your guard. Y'shtola is starting to sound a little Urianger-y. More intruders. Protect the Tribunus. Confound it, Yida. With me. Ooh. Oh. Oh, but she's so nimble. And away we go. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, milady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, milady. So she was like trying to diss her armor. It's so funny. Ugh. No, no, no. She pissed. There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tartaru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. He's down bad for her too. No, Wedge, don't. Oh my gosh, is he gonna sacrifice? He's running in. Oh no, Snow. Hold them off. I'll look after Menphilia and Tartaru. Okay, this song, banger. Absolute banger. Ultimate consistent Tartaru song. Makes sense. Alright, Medicus. I'm gonna kill you first. Honestly, I need to start using my dab more to get in position. Whatever is generating its shield must be near. Find it, Snow. Okay. I'm on it. Find these boxes? Oh, there's one. Is that right? Agitech field generator. Got it. Kind of an awkward little area. Looks more decent vulnerable. Easy vulnerable. So I guess I got focus other one. But these relationships don't ever happen between NPCs because the devs want to leave them open for our War of Light fan fictions. They know what they're doing. The fanfics. Where is the final one? Here it is. definitely know what they're doing. Ugh. I love how the magnetic force field generator can keep sleep fan art. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Get down. Get wrecked, match. Oh, last one? Is he invulnerable? No, he's not invulnerable. Thank goodness. Connoisseur 4 was like redacted. Oh, oh no. Hey, no share, no share. Get stunned, my friend. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I thought you were making like a different a different type of joke. Spoodlers. Yeah, I was. Well, I was wearing the level 1 I was wearing the level 1 like I don't think it's actually level 1. It's like the test that they give you
Kill the rest.
to like blend in. It's the Garlean garb, the Imperial garb. The Centurion's got red armor. Ooh, damn. Okay, if I'm a simp for anybody, it's Y'shtola. If I'm a simp for anybody, damn. Damn, damn, damn.
Pray, forgive us our delay.
But also, Ida's kind of a badass. I don't like her little mask though. Yoshibi is a simp for her. Amazing. Has he said that in his own words?
What took you so long?
Oh, they're
Well,
friends.
It's nice to see you too.
Whoa! Oh.
The reunion must wait.
Yep.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell.
So not in those words exactly. I hear you.
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
Okay, I love Biggs and Wedge's voices are perfect.
But there's no one in there.
He's having a Evangelion moment. Yeah.
I need you to count to 5, then jump.
1, 2.
But in an interview some years ago, I think he answered a question along the lines of who he'd like to have dinner with. He said Y'shtola, but he thought she'd reject him.
3.
I'd shoot my shot.
4.
the Enterprise sweeps in.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
There's a lot of character development that's going to happen, so I'm not going to say when. You might be surprised. Oh, all right. I'm excited. Ooh. Oh.
What in the seven hells?
Honestly, Sid's pretty fine. Sid's pretty fine as well. Like, look at that jawline. Damn, buddy. And he's jacked.
Oh no. It's here.
Oh, shoot! The big dinosaur thing.
12 preserve us. They finished it.
The Ultima weapon, excuse me.
Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
100%.
It is a relic of ancient ally.
Yeah, Papillimo's so cool too.
Excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo.
Oof! It's all filled up with the power of the icons of the primals.
The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
Oof. Probably gas, yeah.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Yo, what?
Thancred.
No. No. He was the Ascian the whole time? Thancred? I kind of forgot about him. Oh. Holy crap. Look at him.
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
He infiltrated the Scions?
We have to go now.
I have goosebumps.
Thancred! No!
Oh my gosh. No, dude. Oh. Gotcha. Fooled ya. Oh my gosh. Yes, get infected. I am in. It's in me. Ugh. I want to know more. One of us.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected.
Oh.
And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
What a twist. Holy crap.
Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Angry Alpha, no. Angry. Frustrated.
No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders stake their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, This is Minthelia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I
But the
I
request.
thought they were just gonna talk over each other.
And so long as we stand together,
I'm
there
sorry
shall
to
ever
press,
be
but
hope
we
of
need it
victory.
urgently. How soon can it be delivered?
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
My friend.
Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
Whew.
Matters are coming to a head.
Yeah.
I hope we can count on you.
Oh yeah, Alphino, for sure.
My regards to
You can count on me and my level 1 chess piece. 100%.
I am ready. Let us pay a
Sorry,
visit
no,
to the
don't
Council
go,
of
yeah.
the Alliance leadership.
Honestly, I don't. You don't care for Alphino? I like him. Hell, let's take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Oh, we rub on. It's a real worry. Yes, 100%. That my chess piece is the real worry of light, for sure. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. Merlwib. You like Kryl more. Okay, I haven't met her. Or him. Kryl sounds like a girl. Actually, Kryl kind of sounds like a guy. Merlwib Bluefiswim. The most German name. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I need only give the word to Royale. Royale. Oh, the seat's here. Kane Senna. Alphanos is a stuck-up brat at this point. So take Kryl over him any day. Oh! I wonder when I'll meet them. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. It's been a while since we've gotten some of this, like, some Eorzean politics. Politicking plot. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth? If not this, and he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. You'll meet her properly for a while, but she's working behind the scenes from now. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Secret character. Check one thing here. I'm sorry, Nanamo. I gotta check something on my phone real quick. I believe we're all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Put your rolls of toilet paper on the table. Van Belsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we wield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fail. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Oh, no beginning of Endwalker. Gotcha. There's a person who's working behind the scenes now that you won't meet until midway through Endwalker. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh, we got some plot points coming through. We won't figure out for a while. Excited about that. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ultima weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Snow, and help them make the right decision. Let's do it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to search for. The writers are good at answering little questions you may have and wrapping up plot holes, but you may have to wait a few years. Or do a side quest, or read the side stories online. Gotcha. I do want to do some of the good side quests here and there, if you have suggestions. And Philly is greatly concerned. Grim tidings, Snow. It seems that the world of the Ultima Weapon's existence has already word of the Ultima Weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They've gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answers even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it. And the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Let's hurry. I'll suggest as I see you pass things. Don't want to overlook. Yeah, no worries. The only thing is that you do that Chocobo quest. Yeah, I need to. I got to. Gotta unlock my Chocobo for fighting. Where am I supposed to go? It's in the job quest spot because it's pretty important. Gotcha. Where the heck do I go? Oh, I gotta talk to the attendant. Yeah, I want to leave the landing area, please. Thank you. Thank you, please. Takes a... Oh, they can level. I didn't know that. I'm gonna go do that at some point. Maybe I'll do it off stream. Who knows? I am gonna change out of this armor set here. As funny as it would be to take do the entire rest of ARR in that chest piece. Husting strip, I believe. Orist. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Dude! Wait, come back, Jesse. Holy crap, that thing looks so cool. Minutia? Helm of Fending. Look at that paladin. What's the armor shortcut? Because I did figure out how to do the gear set. Because I have my thaumaturge here as well. Woo. Look, he's got glasses. Put that level 1 chest back on and then open the character window. Okay, it's on. Jesse, my gosh. This might pull up a cutscene. Open the character window. Whoopsie. Yep. There you go. Character window's open. I need to turn off this chat delay too. Click the little dude icon. Oh! Oh, shoot! And it tells me what the recommended is? Oh, that's so helpful. No way. It just tosses it up there, like all the recommended gear. No freaking way. That's awesome. The little dude. Oh, this is glamour plates. I'm messed with glamours yet. Nice. Wow, that is helpful. Oh. Blue Dorito. He's taller than me. It's your aura, I think. That's super cool. Thank you for showing me that. Wow. I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons. My lord, of course. You may enter. You'll accidentally overwrite any armor set you put on multiple glam items, and that will save you a lot of time. Oh, yeah.
We keep treading the same ground.
Rabon, you got some cuts and scars on your face.
Demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer?
True.
We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
Merlib's your Y'shtola? Alright. Her name is just exhausting.
Neither of you cried surrender. Your every
I'm not
word
gay,
been
but... I gotcha. Honestly, that Rabon might be that. I'm not gay, but... Rabon's just like... He's so gruff. I feel like he could really pick me up, you know? But Merlin's great.
Not that I deny there is truth in what you say.
He's a good
Nor
guy.
can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready
He
to
could,
fight.
yes. With one hand. He's picked up Nanamo. He's picked up her. He just puts her on his shoulder. Which is so great. Not that I deny that there's truth in what you say.
Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Oh boy. Don't make any promises you can't keep.
Do not blame yourself, Raban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what
Wenceslaus
does
might
he
be.
care for their
I don't think she weighs that
well-being?
much. Yeah, true.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, The Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Guess what, Merwib? The Scions are back.
Admiral!
We're walking through the door.
I fear you are mistaken.
Hey.
Alphinode, Minfilia, and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
Okay, they keep calling them Alpha Node. It's Alpha Node, right? The right way to say the character's name is Alpha No. If you still pronounce it in your head with the ending of Nod, we don't blame you. Sometimes it's just easier if you read this name as Alpha Nod. Most of the voice actor will change in Heaven's Word. Gotcha. Because Sid said it too. He was like, Alpha Node?
Oh, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
Gotcha. Pronunciation will settle down. That's good. As long as they say it beforehand,
I would swear I heard talk
so I don't
surrender,
butcher it while I'm going
but
through.
I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garlean's offer to vanquish the
Changed
primals would be
studios.
folly.
That would make sense. If they got, like, a little bit more budget.
Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garlean's proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
I could see how people think he's prissy and like a little bit snooty, you know?
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight.
Yeah. Yes, the director just... It would be better if I turned on my head glam, or my headpiece. Because it's just like, oh. Oh my, oh. He's only 16. Yeah, it makes sense. I think they wrote him pretty well.
And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Ralban?
Sid,
Sid, oh.
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
Yeah.
I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us.
Sid, oh.
Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight
some fan art there.
robbed me of my insight.
And they're boys. Ooh.
We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
Kane-san is just making the decision for everybody, I guess. Oh! Oh! Nanimo. This is no laughing matter. Okay, Merlin. Okay, Ripa. We get it. You guys are happy.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Yeah, we're pretty great. What can I say?
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands.
Yeah, Merlin's so scrappy.
Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
Da, 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 da.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
Yeah, no surrender. Hailstorm. Yeah, let's go.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the Waking Sands. We will send word anon.
What does anon mean? Anon. Oh, soon or shortly. Here we go. Thanks, Google. Let's go. Woo! Wow, he's still in a cutscene. Blue Dorito. What truths are you uncovering? All right, the Black Wolf's ultimatum. Yeah, we're going back to the Waking Sands. Let's go there. Let's go back to the Waking Sands. All right, I think we're gonna go back to the Waking Sands, and then, oh, I did Swigrim's. I did her quest to unlock dyes. I believe yesterday. But I believe we're gonna hop back in here. Let's go back to the Waking Sands, and then I might call stream today. I won't be on Friday or Saturday, but I will be on Wednesday and Thursday. Doing some traveling, so Just so everyone's aware. Well, let's finish up here this here quest. No, I haven't. I haven't even set up a glamour plate yet. I did look up how to do it though. I read their little spiel. I have a couple of prisms and I have a dispeller, but I haven't messed with glamour yet. I have a feeling that once I have like more armor sets to play around with, I'm gonna just be stuck messing with glamours.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire
never
in their
surrender.
hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather?
For some glam items? Heck yeah. Sugar bomb for some glam items. I appreciate it. Yeah. Honestly, I forget who it was. I think it was Rio who was in here a couple days ago. They gave me a bunch of like crafted glams, so I have like a cool some like jeans. I have a pair of jeans. I have like what is it? Like a hippie shirt, and then another shirt that looks like a cowboy. I'll show it once we get out of this cutscene here.
Nothing of the sort.
They hooked me up. So if you have any others,
lost their way.
I will accept.
I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you?
I'll just give you money. Okay. Hey, you don't have to if you don't want to. I had like I was having a conversation with somebody in Limsa. Like I commented on their glam, and I was like, "Ooh, I love what you did." And he traded me. He was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." He friended me and traded me and gave me like 50,000 gil. So I'm like, I'm doing very well, at least for now. But don't feel like you have to give me any
plan our
money.
next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
Whoa,
We
Sid.
haven't a moment to waste.
Whoa,
All right,
Sid,
let's
whoa.
do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned
Oh,
the
thank you. I
flames of
appreciate that.
chaos from the shadows.
Then go ahead. Feel free. So, okay. So Thancred, the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. So, Thancred's just possessed?
That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as Crystals of Darkness.
Crystals of Darkness, okay.
One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
Oh.
This is a crystal of darkness.
Crystal of Darkness. Unable to understand and answer your question. No, all good. Minfilia's given me the details.
Created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louis Soir. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
and the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Asian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Asian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin.
Okay.
Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
So he's like a thrall.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Still, what a freaking bombshell that was. Holy crap.
As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
Oh? They think I'm one.
I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will.
Ooh, okay. You think so?
Come, my friends. Let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Okay, alright, okay. Let's do it! Oh. I have to be level 49. Which means we gotta do a leveling duty. But I'll do it off stream. Oh my gosh. Woo! So much happened. Oh my, I feel like I have to like take some notes on everything that just happened. We got he starts blushing fiercely. Yeah. He is a literal beanstalk. Oh, thank you. I'm a warrior of light. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Mephilia, wow. Oh my gosh. Woo! All right. Oh, Spacetime, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Who else? Who else followed? Dory, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you as well. Wait, hold up. This is really important. What's important? Do I have to leave? I have to leave the Waking Sands? Dog tax. Oh, Millie! Millie, you want to say hi? Come here. She's so big I can't... Can you sit? Let's see. Get her up here. She's so big. Oh! Oh, there we go. Yes. This is Millie. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Yes. She's a Bernedoodle. So she's a big girl. And she's got these big puppy paws. Yeah, and all she wants to do is cuddle, so she'll just put her head on my shoulder like this. She needs to go out. You got a poopy? Is that what she needs? Yeah. There you go, dog tax. Dog tax for you. I'll get a dog cam, maybe, you know? Mountain dog, yeah, Bernie's mountain dog and poodle. Yep, both of those. She's a good girl. Aren't you? You're so cute. She's like freakishly human too, which is like kind of creepy to see sometimes. Yes, you're a pretty girl. You hear that? You're pretty bad. Yeah. I was never really a big dog person either. I was always a cat person. But she's my first dog in my life, and I got her. I had like never had a dog before, and now she's great. So good. Oh, there you go. There you go, Spooks Time. There's your there's your dog tax. All right. thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Again, I won't be on Friday or Saturday. I will be back on probably Monday. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for the payment. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Yeah. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be posting more VODs. So hopefully that'll be up on the YouTube channel here. I'm trying to keep it a little bit, easy, light. Yep. Alrighty, rock on. Later.